What's up, y'all? Just in case y'all want to know my name is Kenneth, and I'm about to do some stuff right off the top of my head. Quite literally, a whole recipe that I had just come up with, and we're going to try it out. What we got is, of course, flour. I got black pepper, butt rub. I don't care what anybody says, this seasoning ain't just for barbecue seasoning. This stuff is so good. We're at it with the Everglades all-purpose seasoning. Amazing stuff. I'm a Florida boy. I know I say it all the time, but I'm going to support Florida stuff. This right here, again, with the roasted garlic and herb, I use this just about in everything. All that's going to go in here. I got to get my breadcrumbs, because it's empty. Oh, look, that's empty. Guess what I'm using in replace for an egg? For a few eggs, I'm using yum yum sauce, spicy yum yum sauce, and a little bit of mayonnaise. Real mayonnaise, look, real mayonnaise. We don't use that salad dressing, Miracle Whip stuff. No, we can't, no. We gotta have the real stuff. What I'm gonna do is make oven baked fried pork chops, or oven fried pork chops basically. Normally, when you do stuff like this, you got your flour mixture, your eggs, and your breadcrumb, and you throw it on your pan, you throw it in the oven, so forth, so far. But I only got 6 eggs, and I need them eggs for breakfast. So, I'm coming up with a recipe right off the top of my head. Here we go. Alright, record.
The mayonnaise has eggs in it though, so
Yeah.
good. Whoa, I haven't started recording yet. Don't worry about it. It's good.
It's constantly recording.
Oh.
Alright, we need
Hello, YouTube. I'm gonna edit this out.
a couple tablespoons of mayonnaise. You don't need a lot.
Can you move that spice out of the way of the orange bowl? Yeah.
I put three tablespoons of mayonnaise in here. I'm just going to drizzle this in there, and I'm going to mix it around. I'm not going to try to measure it. But I want enough to flavor the meat, and also have the breadcrumbs stick. I'm going to just mix it around. You got it. I'm going to make sure it's all even. That should be enough to do just a little bit of pork chops I'm doing. I think I'm doing 5 or 6 pork chops tonight. I'm feeding a family of 4. We don't need a whole bunch of food. I'm gonna take this back. Also, my wife has put in a special request. Now, I did some corn. It was my take on Mexican street corn, which I'm going to call it Oriental street corn, because I used the yum yum sauce and the Chinese 5-spice sauce, or seasoning, and the same mixture I kind of got in that bowl. And I mixed it around, put it in some tin foil, put it in the oven, 20-25 minutes. It was done. 375, maybe 400 the last time I did it, but she got a request. I'ma do it. It's gonna be tasty. Stay tuned. Let's see what I'm gonna do for starches. Alright, so my wife's over there working on her project there. When I season my flour, I believe in seasoning. And I ain't got much of this, so I'm gonna dump the rest of that in there. By the way, we recycle. Oh, I should have caught that. That was so good. That was so good. It bounced, that little tube there, bounced off the floor, bounced off the the refrigerator, and landed in our recycling bag, which is right there by the cat foods. Kids, I need you to feed the cats here in a second. Hold on there, 1 second. All right, you see how much I put there? I generously season my flour. I don't season it light. Yeah, but give me a minute. Put your middle finger. God damn it. Alright, so I definitely believe in well-seasoned flour because that flour is going to take up all that seasoning. You'll mix it all together. I go hands in. My hands are completely clean. I never do anything without clean hands. So I'm just going to generously mix it in. If y'all hear me breathing hard, it's because I have costochondritis. It sucks, but I'm not dying. It's not a disease you have to be worried about. It's just something that forms. So I just wanted to throw that in there or apologize if y'all hear me going. It's just costochondritis. I'll be fine. It don't last forever. Alright, so I got that in. A good way to see if you are well seasoned is you just take a pinch of the flour mixture and taste it. Like so. Tastes good. I don't need to add anything in it. If you can't taste the flavor, I got a decent pinch. So that way I can taste something. Or make sure I can taste something. And I didn't even need that big of a pinch. I could taste everything. Tastes good. We're good to go. Alright. Stay tuned. Oh. Now normally I'd use 2 hands for this. But I want to get what I'm doing so that way y'all can see it instead of like putting the phone down. So I'm gonna one-hand this. All you do is this. Make sure it's generously covered with generously covered with the flour like that. Shake off any excess. Come over here. Normally that'd be an egg mixture, but this is a yum yum sauce and mayonnaise mixture. Just get it in there good. Make sure you get it covered. Right? Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes. We're gonna throw it over here. Got your breadcrumb. Breadcrumbs add just an awesome crunch to it. Make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. And then come over here. Throw it on your pan. Shazam. Oh, by the way, I'll fix that little bald spot there. I'm using a vegetable grill pan and a cookie sheet. I like this method because it makes sure nothing's soggy on the bottom. I like that method a lot. It keeps all the grease from hitting the bottom of the pork chop, and that way you ain't got no soggy bottom, crispy top pork chop. That texture is just weird and just throws off the whole meal, in my opinion. Here we go. Alright, over here, I got them all breaded up. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use Pam spray. I'm going to just coat the pork chops, and coat the top. Good, nice little spray. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want the pork chops to be crispy. And I'm going to flip them. Flip them just like so. Mind you, I keep my hands nice and clean. I don't like cooking with dirty hands. I ain't trying to get nobody sick. I ain't trying to get myself sick. I ain't trying to get my family sick. Yeah, it's fine. I'll be right back. I gotta go wash my hands now before I touch that. I don't want to spread E. coli or any of that stuff. I about messed up on that word. But alright, give me a second. Alright, now that my hands are clean, we're going to spray the other side. I don't like touching anything with nasty hands. I don't like the spread of germs. I've been like that before this coronavirus thing. Push over. Alright, you see I like to make sure it's nice and coated. Now that's nice and coated. I'm gonna hop over here and do my corn. I got these corn all prepped up. See, cleaned and whatnot. I'm gonna make my mixture. Do this one hand. Yeah, boy. One-handed. I got a spoon in there for mixing. Oh, hold on there. I'm gonna need that for the mayonnaise. Go ahead and pour a good generous amount in there. Come over here. Could, yeah, tablespoon. Good couple tablespoons of that. Is that real mayonnaise? Yeah, about 3 tablespoons. I'm gonna give that a mix up, mix it all up together. Then I'm gonna put it on this tray right here. I'm gonna put it all on the tray, and I'm gonna just roll that corn. I'm gonna season it up. Here's what I'm using. Real Chinese 5-spice or 5-spice powder, some minced dry onions, and because I ran out of my other garlic, I'm gonna improvise with this minced garlic here. I'm gonna have a mayonnaise layer, or mayonnaise and yum yum layer. I'm gonna season that layer up, and then I'm gonna roll the corn just in that seasoning. And if I feel like that I need to re-season it, I'm gonna just re-season. And then I'm gonna wash that said pan after I wrap these corn up in tin foil, and we throwing them in the oven. They're gonna take about the same time as the pork chops, because these pork chops are kind of thin. They're not too thin, but they're not thick. So here we go. All right, so that's kind of what you want to look at right there. What I did here, it's just easier for me to put down the phone, is I used cracked black pepper, and I failed to mention that I needed cracked black pepper earlier, and also this Everglades seasoned salt, or all-purpose seasoning. I put my minced garlic in there, my Chinese 5-spice, or 5-spice powder. I only used a little bit of that 5-spice. If you overdo it on 5-spice, you might as well just throw that whole meal away, because that is just going to kick your butt. This thing, all you need is this stuff right here. Just a couple shakes and a couple dabs or whatever. That's it. It's potent. That's why I like it. I went ahead and mixed everything together. I used my onion flakes as well. I had to kind of smooth it out, because minced garlic only comes out in lumps, so you have to kind of smooth it out. Now I'm going to take my corn that kind of got a little seasoned already, and just roll it in like so. Watch. Make sure you get a good coat on that corn. Bring it back some if you have to. Look at that. Oh yes. Dab. Nice. Delicious. I did this the other night. I only did 4 small corn on the cobs, and my wife was sad. My children were sad. There weren't no more corn. That was the best part of the meal. Who knew? All right, here we go. All right, just real quick. Yeah, let me fix that. Corn on top, pork chops on the bottom. Why did I do that? That's how I was taught. Produce, vegetables, always on top. Meat down below. Helps prevent foodborne allergies or foodborne illnesses, cross-contamination, all that. It's how I was taught when I was taking culinary in high school. And it's how I was told to do things when I was a cook in the Army. And I continue doing this. Alright, I'm going to clean up my mess. See y'all back in a little while. We're going to let things, because they're not super thick pork chops. They're not super thin pork chops either. And I think because my oven's so crazy, I think about 25 minutes. 25 minutes for the corn and pork chops to be done at the same time. That's hoping. This dang thing is crazy, so we gonna see. I'll be back. Alright, I'm gonna show y'all a trick. These are sweet potatoes that I have stabbed repetitively all around. I cleaned them. This will take some less time than doing them in the oven or on a grill. I stabbed them all the way around repetitively from the top to the bottom. Kept turning it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to throw it in a microwave safe bowl and just throw them in the microwave for 6 minutes on one side. And when they get done with that, you just flip them over, put them on for another 3 minutes, cook until you could stab them with a fork and the fork goes in softly. Alright. My pork chops come out good. Corn, I'll unravel one. I like my corn still a little crunchy. I don't like my corn overdone. That's what they look like. These are so good you ain't even need to add butter to them. They just got enough flavor right then and there. Alright, we'll be back in a minute or so. My taters, I believe, are done. We're going to give them a good old test. That went in nice and smooth. They're soft too. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, that's burning. But they are nice and done. We gonna eat dinner. Y'all have a good night. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Y'all stay blessed. Have a good night. I'm gonna go eat now. Goodbye. Toodles.